Okay, so everybody, we're going to do, I always like to go back to the beginning a little bit for anybody who hasn't done these exercises with us before. So Fahim, we're gonna go back to the start and do a review and then add more on to what these guys have done with us. So thank you. So we're gonna start off, you guys. I'll get you all to mute your microphones if I may, please and thank you. So just find that cute little mute button. And James, if you can just see in the next 3 minutes, if anybody joins, just keep bringing them in. Thank you, sir. You're all over that. All right, guys. So one of the exercises that I am hearing is having really good success that is really brief is the Muji House meditation. So I think I would like to almost always start with that for us in our 30 minutes. All right. So let's go over how to do that. We're going to sit fairly tall with the back straight. We don't want to slouch. We don't want to worry about our posture lifting up too tall. We just want to be relaxed, but with the spine straight. All right. And I'm going to get all of you, please, to close your eyes so that we are pulling away from the 5 senses. So we're wanting to visit somewhere else within us. So it doesn't usually serve us to keep those lovely eyes open. All right, you guys. So we are going to begin by saying a lovely hello to Muji. And Muji waves at us and says, "Hi, how are you doing today? I would very much like to invite you to my house. But my house is very, very small. It has 1 room, but I would very much like you to visit my house. So in order to do that, I'm going to have to ask you to leave some things at the door. Please leave your personality at the door. Any worries, thoughts, emotions, feelings, attachments, all of that. I have a very large basket at the door. You are going to slowly but surely leave all of those things in that basket. And he asks you to check through that list one more time. Look into your mind. Any thoughts, worries, personality traits, favorites, people that you're thinking of, things that you're thinking of, places, events, all of it. Leave it at the door in the basket. And when you're finished emptying your mind of all of those things, Muji reminds you, after a visit, you can absolutely come back. All of that will be waiting for you after our 2 to 3 minute visit. But for now, it won't fit in my tiny house. So please put the lid on the basket, close it over, and now you are free to walk into my house. So you walk in unencumbered with all of those things, and you close the door behind you and lock it. And you sit down with Muji in his 1-room house. And finally, we hear the beauty of silence. And we're going to listen to it for 10 seconds. And Muji says, "Thank you so much for coming to visit. While you're here, do you feel any sadness?" And the answer is no. Do you feel time or rushed? And once again, that's a no. Do you feel any anguish or fear or worry? That's a no. Do you feel any attachment to anything? or personality traits or functions. No. And now, because you have found a quiet state, we're going to focus on the observer within us. So this is the observer that watches everything we do all day with complete lack of judgment, just watches. And there's a very calm, loving feeling from the observer. The observer is with us every minute of every day, and it can be called source or God or universe, oneness. And it's that little voice that will guide us sometimes. We'll hear it say, let's do it this way. It's a little easier than that way. And when we are quiet, we can hear it and then hear what the next thing to do is instead of think what the next thing to do is. So for another 10 seconds, we're just going to listen to source or God or universe inside us. Perfect. And as you're listening, you're going to take your hand to your heart center, and that's going to be our symbol through the week. If we're starting to feel like we're moving more to listening to the worries of the mind, we put our hand to heart and we can go straight away to listening to source or intuition or God, whatever label you wish, but it's just an observer. Good, and we're gonna breathe in that silence before we leave Muji's house. Let's breathe it in and breathe out. There are no issues, no worries, no problems in this state. Let's breathe it in one more time. And breathe out. Excellent. So now we feel very, very grateful and very blessed to have been invited to Muji's house and be able to know and listen for our observer. So we say, thank you so much, Muji, for this visit. He says, thank you. It was a pleasure to meet the real you. We will now open the door and you can access the basket that has all of your thoughts, feelings, emotions, personality traits, but you can leave it all behind. I have many baskets from many visitors that left it all here with me. Leave it all behind if you wish and walk away, and I look forward to your next visit. So you wave goodbye and you walk away from his little house, and we try to leave all those things at the door. All right, you guys, and open your eyes for me. Thank you, thank you. So that is a simple, fast meditation exercise created by the amazing Mooji, M-O-O-J-I. As I always say, he is the cutest little Jamaican Santa Claus you could ever see. He's so very wise because you see the joy in his eyes. He's gone beyond the smaller self. He can see and just listen to every day, all the time, the observer. And he counsels thousands and thousands of people around the world. So you can go on YouTube. He has many, many videos. And I have watched so many of them. I've sent him many emails too, just in gratitude. And he has a staff that answers them all because he gets thousands. And that exercise is the core of his teachings. So thank you, everybody, for doing that exercise with me. We're going to continue on to something that is similar to our golden bubble exercise. So this one is that we're taking our awareness and consciousness. We're going to be aware of it just as it is. We're going to expand it and move it into our space that we're in. We're going to move it into the things of the room. We're going to move it past the things of the room, out in the other building spaces, wherever we are, out past the building that we're in, through our community. So we're going to keep expanding our awareness and consciousness. We're going to keep thinking that as we expand it, we're sending healing energy and intention out as it grows. We're also going to feel oneness with all of the things that we're becoming aware of. But instead of just doing our pushing hand like this, I want you to try another technique of it. So where you're sitting right now, put both of your hands on any object, the floor, the chair that you're sitting on, a table, a desk, it doesn't matter. You can do this laying down as well. It's up to you, whatever you feel that you can remain the most aware. So there's a balance in meditation between the falling asleep state and just trying to quiet the mind, but stay aware at the same time. So I'll let you guys pick. So we have one hand on one object. I have two tables in front of me. So I'm putting one hand on one table and one hand on the other table. So through the palms of our hands, which are minor chakras, energy centers, we see Iron Man. There's method to that madness. A lot of energy comes out the palms of our hands. I won't go into the science of it because I don't know if you're all nerds. So we'll move on for now to a lot of powerful energy comes out the palms of your hands, including in healing work. You'll hear about hands-on healing or Reiki. It's energy coming out through those two energy centers. We have our hands placed on two objects. We're going to close our eyes again, please and thank you, either laying down or sitting up. We're going to be breathing through this exercise. Reminder to breathe in life force or prana or chi every time you breathe in. So that life force is in the air we breathe, the food that we eat, and the water that we drink. Every breath in that you take, focus on that information. All right, I'll talk you through it. Eyes closed, please and thank you. Hands on two surfaces. All right. Breathe in, everybody. Breathe in that life force. And breathe out any worries that are left over. Breathe them all out. Any concerns, any thoughts, you don't need them. They don't serve us. Again, breathe in. Whatever color you see, little sparkles of gold, silver, and breathe out. Any worries, any confusion, darkness, out it goes. All right, you guys keep doing comfortable breathing for me. And we are going to imagine that from our heart center, absolutely beautiful, unconditional love from that source is coming from your heart center, going out through your shoulders, arms, and into your hands. And it's going to pour into the objects that you are touching right now. Pick a color, a beautiful gold, beautiful silver, or a glitter color, peaceful blue, a warm, loving pink, whatever color that you wish to concentrate on is coming from your heart center. And it's a love that has absolutely no judgment for yourself, for an event, another person, anything. So we're going to breathe that in again. And now as you breathe out, that energy is going from the heart through the arms to the hands to the objects and beyond. So now see that energy spread to the objects beside your initial objects and feel love for them. Feel love for the table, the chair, the sofa, whatever you're on. Breathe in again. And breathe out that energy coming from the heart center through the arms, hands to the objects. Now spread it all across the floor of the room that you're in. Feel love and a closeness with the floor, with the objects that are on the floor, the carpeting, the furniture. Feel a connection and feel like they're little friends. Feel connected to all those objects. They all pretend to be objects for us, but they're actually energy fields. Everything is just a field. So we're going to kind of warp into that field as well. We're going to imagine that we're going to stop pretending that we are solid matter And we are also going to remember that we are a field. So we're not solid, we're in a state of energy flux. Much easier to communicate with everything when we all know that we are in a state of energetic wave function than matter. Here we go again. Breathe in. Heart center, breathe out. More connection through those hands to the objects nearby, to the floor, all the way up the walls of your room, ceiling. Keep breathing in and out. You now feel a beautiful kinship, a friendship, a oneness with every object in the room that you're in. They feel now like little friends. As before, they were simply a chair to move around. Not anymore. You're starting to feel their consciousness and their sentience. And there's lots of love in that. Instead of just, I'm separate from that chair. No, I'm not. That's part of me because we're all one state of energy flux. We're going to now go past our room. Breathe in, everybody. And breathe out from the heart center through your hands to all the objects in the room, to all the objects in the next room. Fill your entire home, the building that you're in, and breathe in and out 2 to 3 more times, feeling that friendship, kinship, energy flux that we all share, and feel that color. And you're going to sense that everything around you is vibrating very slightly. It isn't just solid matter anymore. There's a little bit of a vibration to it. You might feel a tingling through your arms. That's fine. You might feel that through your body. One more deep breath in and deep breath out. Energy from the heart center through the arms, hands, all of your home or building that you're in, you connect with now. We're going to take the next breath in and out to the city block that's around us or the surrounding area. Let's do it. Breathe in and breathe out, starting from the heart center through the arm, hand, through the objects that you are now connected with, all the way out to the surrounding area of the building that you're in. 2 more breaths in and out to really feel connected with the trees outside, the beautiful snow, the crisp air, the other buildings around you. Keep breathing in and out and feel that connection and feel that it's all an energetic wave front. It is not matter. 1 more breath in and out for that level of awareness. Keep feeling that energy from the heart center flowing out beautifully through your arms, hands, and out to all those lovely, lovely things. All right, everybody, we're going to do another breath in and out, and we're going to go at least 5 city blocks in the next jump. Let's do it. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel that energy wave, heart center through the hands, through your building, through those city blocks. 5 more. Feel that energetic wave all the way out to 5 more city blocks. Feel the connection with all of those new objects. And it gets easier as you do it. It gets easier as you keep going out. You become familiar with the feeling that everything is just a wave and everything is just a vibration and you're part of it. All right, we're going to do another one to encompass your entire community. Let's do it. Breathe in and big breath out from the heart center through your arms, hands, all the way out your building, all the way to your entire community or city. Feel connected all the way out to that circle of awareness. And 2 more breaths in and out to feel those new friends, to feel that wave front. That's a way, way, way bigger scale now. You have so many new friends that you were not aware of, from animal friends, furniture, walls, plants, this gorgeous, gorgeous snow, the crisp air, cars, all of these objects pretend to be objects for our eyes and our brain, but they're not. Good. One more breath for your entire city, that level of awareness. Good. We're going to do 2 more. We're going to encompass our entire province. Let's do it. Breathe in. And breathe out. Heart center, arms, hands, building through into our city, all the way out to our province. Feel that colored energy go all the way out. Feel your connection expand, much greater this time. And you're sending nonstop, absolute unconditional love. Love with no attachment, love with no rules, just the feeling of well-being. That's all. It has nothing to do with the person, place, or event. It's for all creatures, animate or inanimate. Feel that province-wide energy. And as you send out that unconditional love, that's a complete healing frequency. As you send it out, it's coming back to you. To make it stronger, to go back out again. So it's like a living pulse of energy as a field, not as matter. Okay, folks, we're on our last leg of our journey today. We're going to go planet-wide. Everybody, big breath in. Fill up that heart center, and out we go. Through the heart, through the arms, through the hands, through the building, out to the city blocks, out to your community, out to the province, and see it go all the way around the planet. Feel every single atom, molecule. All of them are little happy faces, little friends. And they're saying, thank you so much for freeing us to be the energy wave that we are and not keeping us as matter. And thank you for communicating with us. We're usually just blocked off just to be a thing. Feel that wave. 3 more breaths in to keep our awareness planet-wide. Breathe in. Breathe in that prana or life force or chi, and breathe it out through your arms, hands, and all the way out. And again, breathe in whatever color you chose, and breathe it out. Beautiful, beautiful sense of connection. Little friends everywhere. Last one, breathe it in. And breathe it out. One last time. And now you feel a complete sense of connection with everything around you. You also feel a lot more malleable and soft, much less rigid. Worries and fears cannot live in this state. Because if we're all one, what is there to be afraid of? Good, everybody. And I'm going to pull that gorgeous, gorgeous expanse of awareness back into the moment, but you're also leaving it behind now. What we learn, we can never forget. So you've now moved your awareness and a sense of unconditional love all across the planet. So we're going to keep that zoom out, but we're slowly going to bring ourselves back in to feel this body. But that love keeps pulsing out now. That'll never stop. So feel both. Feel your body, but also you can immediately at any time, day or night, zoom all the way out to feel that planetary consciousness and that planetary love. Good, you guys. And you can open your eyes. Beautiful. Thank you. Okay, everybody. So this was wonderful. Sometimes people will feel very spacey after doing that exercise. Go with it. Don't worry about that, because we've taken our consciousness that is in everything all the time, but we pretend it isn't, right? We're like, nope, this is me. I stop here and I start here. So you have kind of moved your thoughts out to what you actually are. So the mind then switches back on and says, oh, what? What are we going to do with that? So practice being zoomed out and zoomed in at the same time. But yes, is it a challenge to do phone calls, math, things of logic, emails when you're fully zoomed out? It is a challenge. Can it be done though? Yes, it can be done. It's the real you. But we're used to thinking, oh, this is just us, and here I go with my phone calls, emails, logic. So know now. I love that phrase. Once you know something, you can't unlearn it. And this is very valuable information. So when you're feeling back that little chatter self, that ruminating self that goes around in circles, zoom out as quickly or as slowly as you feel comfortable to do. Some people will need a 1 minute, some a 5, some a 30, but I always like teaching you guys techniques that can be done in a very short amount of time, because all of us, myself included with both hands up, could say our schedule is too busy to do these things. You can do them now very quickly. So hand goes to the heart when we need to enter that quiet state of Muji house. I find that just doing a push out wave even with the arm or a pull out like that, just a simple motion, just a simple motion, shoom, zoom out, right? Try that. Okay, just take your hands together, shoom, just pull it out. And that's a kind of a good body visual, a good body feeling. I'm zoomed out. I'm not in my little person that worries and has conflict and all that good kind of stuff. Yes, you guys. All right, to finish ourselves off for today, we're gonna do a quick roll through the prayer poses. I am going to show them today sitting because the lovelies that I see, I do believe all of you are sitting. So we can do these standing, kneeling, or sitting. Let's try them sitting in case we are in a situation where we can't stand and move around, or we can't, we're a little bit more restricted. So let's give them a try. All right, and this will be us to finish, and I will finish you on time. It will happen. It will be a miracle. Okay. Fahim, I always go over time. Always. So I promised everybody I would try to finish right at 8:15. Okay, you guys. So our last exercise, we're sitting nice and tall. And we're going to go into the very standard international prayer pose used in so many cultures. And there's method to that madness. It's hands together right at the heart center. Palms of your hands, energy is coming through one hand, creating a circuit through the shoulder arm back to the other hand. So now be aware of that energy circuit, putting it by the heart center. That's a very, very grounding pose. If we're feeling kind of flighty, bring it back. The heart center is much, much, much more important to think about, to use, to feel than the mind. That chatter mind likes to interfere with us sometimes, as we know. So just this one pose, especially if you're aware of the energy circuitry, is very, very useful. Good. We're going to take that up to a little bit over our head or a lot over our head. You feel where it's comfortable to hold that pose. So we're going from that strong circuit, we're lifting it over our head, and we're going to be looking up. Good. And our visual here is the same circuit of energy exists, and energy is coming from above down the sides of our body, and it's washing away all of our worries, just washing away. And hold that strength up. Good. Beautiful. The next pose is our very, very open scoop pose. So like a large ice cream scoop, chin up, open the heart center, look up towards the heavens, or look straight, either or, whatever feels comfortable, and ask. Say, universe, I request some energy. Give me an energy boost. Fill me with divine energy, or source, or God, or universe. Yes. And then we go to the next one, which is offering, where you want to give forwards. So give that energy forwards. If we want to do a healing towards someone or a community, all of that heart center that we've been building through the other poses, give it forwards. Yes, beautiful. And I'm going to do one more with you guys today, possibly my favorite, surrender. The arms are low, our head is up a little, our heart center is open, and we say, I give it all away. I release all worry, fear, judgment, everything. I'm going to listen to source. I'm going to listen to my observer now. And breathe that in and breathe out and release all those thoughts and worries. They don't serve us anyway. Just let it go. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Yes. One more time. Breathe in and breathe out and surrender. Beautiful. Yes, you guys. Good. Thank you. So those can be done, as I mentioned, standing. They're very powerful standing. They're equally important sitting. You can do them kneeling. There's no rhyme nor reason to the order, but usually it is of value to start with this one just to feel that circuit first, and then play with the other ones that have a little bit more movement to them. Folks, I finished on time. It's a miracle. Guys, thank you so much for joining today. Thank you as always, James, for doing the tech. Super, super appreciated. Guys, that was an absolute pleasure. I hope any or all of that can serve you guys. And remember, if you do get busy, that you can pull those techniques down to a 1 or 2 minute. And we will post the recording on our website, famedancestudios.com. There's a number of links at the top. Just go to meditation class, and each week we post them on there. All right, you guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Super, super appreciated, and we will see you guys next week.